Seven Wonders Architects is not a difficult game to learn. We're going to zip through the board game arena tutorial in just a few minutes and teach you how to play here on Legendary Tactics. Okay, full credit to Leaf Snack, who designed this tutorial. It's a very simple game to learn, but it's a fun little game. I think you might want to give it a try. Essentially, where every player is trying to build their own wonder. Each board has 5 stages, and they all have the same requirements to build. So you can see the 2 with the not equal sign, then 2 equals 3, 3 not equals, etc. So you can see the different stages. That represents resources. So in order to build the first stage, you need to have 2 different resources in order to do that. Then to build the next stage, you need 2 identical resources. And there are different decks that are dealt out around the board. Essentially, you can draw cards, or every player can draw cards from either the deck on the left, the deck on the right, or the main draw deck. So you will share decks with other players, and everyone has access to that main draw deck. So I'm going to choose, in this case, the stone card. And all the gray cards are resources. And there's 5 of them. There's wood, stone, brick, papyrus, and glass. And they can all be used to build the next stage of the wonder. That's basically their only purpose. And there's also gold, which is a wild resource. And then you have blue, which are politics, green, science, and red, military. And we'll explain how those work in a minute here. Whenever you draw a card, it's going to place the resource in the top line of your player display. And that's true of all the other players or bots, depending on how you're playing. Once again, I mentioned earlier the yellow card is wild, and they can count as any resource, whether you need identical or non-identical, different resources. It'll work either way. So we'll take the wild card here, and you can see that gives us the first stage of the wonder, because we can say the first one is stone and the second one is brick. They're not identical. So we will build that stage of the wonder, which in this case provides us with 4 victory points. And once you have completed all 5 stages, the game ends. So for any player. So the green cards are science. And when you draw, there's 3 types of those: the compass, the wheel, and the tablet. And once you draw those, you're aiming to have either 2 of the same or one of each one. So you can have 3 different ones or 2 of the same, and then that gives you you can buy a progress symbol, and these give either ongoing effects, end of game scoring effects, or a number of different things. And so they're actually pretty powerful. Some of the effects can be pretty big, so that's a good thing to aim for. It's always good to have strong science. And then you have blue cards, which are politics. These essentially give you straight up victory points and potentially control of the cat totem. If they have the cat icon at the top, then they give you control of this totem here. It's worth 2 victory points if you hold it at the end of the game, and while you hold it, it actually gives you what they call the gift of clairvoyance, which is basically you can see the top card of the main deck during your turn. So you can act with full knowledge of what cards are available to you. So for us, now that we've completed that first stage, we need to get to the second stage, which requires 2 identical resources. So we're going to grab that papyrus in the hopes that another one turns up. And there was one, but well, it was out of reach anyway. It was not adjacent to us. So Marcus, the bot here, just finished the first stage of his wonder. Now, you need to, if there is if you have a wonder that looks like this, you have to build both feet before you complete the legs. Okay, just so you know. And now we're going to take control of the cat totem. So we're going to take the 2 victory points and control of the cat totem. Now the cat totem doesn't give us the clairvoyance quite yet. It's on the next one of our turns that we'll get a chance to see what card is on the main deck. And so our bot friends take the next their next go. And as it turns out, the next card on the main deck is a military card. Now these have shields on them, which represent military strength. Okay, and they also will sometimes have horns on them. Now the horns are used to flip these 3 tokens here at the top. The 3 tokens there at the top are basically they time the battles. So once all 3 tokens have been flipped over, the battle starts and victory points are awarded. And so anytime a player takes one of these cards with the horns, that flips over that many tokens at the top of the board here. And so it's, it's kind of an interesting timing mechanism as far as when a battle starts. You have a bit of time to build up some strength, but do you take that card with the horn and thereby triggering the battle? Do you want to have that happen? So it's kind of got a neat mechanic there. So battles are very simple. You compare the number of shields you have with your neighbors. Whoever has the most shields takes a military victory token. And at the end of the battles, any soldier cards that you have with at least 1 horn on them are discarded. This represents the casualties that are taken as a result of the war. And whoever has the most shields simply takes a military victory token. There were 3 victory points each. If you're in a 2-player game, if you have at least twice as many of the number of shields as your opponent, you will also take an additional token. So we're going to take this red card here. That gives us a shield. 2 of those military tokens are flipped over because the card we had 2 horns on it. And so that we're very close to having a battle, and we're not the strongest military here, so we got to be careful. All right. So no one else took the cat totem from us. So we have the clairvoyance. We can see what the top card is. We see it's a wood, so we'll take that. Because we want to, sometimes you want to take cards from the main deck just to move that deck along. If it's not an interesting card, you may reveal something interesting underneath, and that may be something that the other players, you won't be able to see if they don't take the cat token from you. So Catherine here just assembled 3 different science tokens, and so gets to take a progress token of her choice that goes down at the bottom of the board. The one that she chose, when you take a green card, choose 1 extra card from the 3 available and place it in front of you. So that's pretty powerful. They're good, really good abilities generally. And Marcus takes a wild stab and grabs a science card off the top of the deck. Now this brick card isn't what we need, but maybe we're building towards the stage 3 of our wonder, where we're looking for different resources. So that can be of help. Now we're going to take the red card here. Now there's 2 horns on it, so that's definitely going to trigger the battle. It's more than enough to flip over that last token on that the military tokens at the top left. And so this triggers a battle. Marcus has 3 shields. We have 2, and Catherine has none. So Marcus won both battles. So the battle is against both neighbors. Marcus beat me and beat Catherine, so gets 2 military victory tokens. I won against Catherine, so I get 3 victory points. And Catherine had no shields and lost both battles, so there's no victory points awarded there. No military victory tokens awarded. Okay, and Marcus plays one of the cards, which steals the cat totem from us, so we lose the power of clairvoyance now. However, we have another brick here, so we're going to take the card here. We have 2 identical brick, and so we flip over this, the next stage of the wonder. Now, there's always different awards on the other side. This is our civilization's unique bonus, and so this essentially means we click on this this symbol, and the power of that symbol is that we can take the top card from any deck anywhere in the table and place it in front of you. So we're going to take this science card here. And essentially, once the wonder is completely built, then you add up all the victory points, and the player with the most victory points at the end is the winner. And that is 7 Wonders Architects. I hope this little tutorial taught you how to play, and it's a simple game, but it's a fun one. So I hope you check it out. Thanks for watching. This is Legendary Tactics.